Hello everybody and welcome back. Now before I get into the video, I just wanted to say something real quick. I just want to say that I'm really grateful from all the support I got from my previous video of the Subnautica video, which is insane how much support and feedback I got from it, all the likes, and I got some comments that were giving me some feedback and also saying that my video did pretty good. And I really do appreciate any of the support and any feedback that I got from the video. It's insane that I got a total of 1,000 views just from that video alone. I'm really shocked because now that's my second most viewed video of all time. And I'm not stopping anytime soon, so let's keep going. Now, what I'm going to be talking about today is specifically two games and maybe referencing a third game in some way. And what I'm going to be talking about is Call of Duty and Apex Legends. And I'm not going to be talking about like the game itself, like, the mechanics or anything like that, how it is. I'm talking about how bad they are right now, how bad their state is right now. Because of BO6, like, it has potential to be really good, and it was really good, especially during launch. It did amazing and had over like 140,000 players just on launch, which is crazy. It's been insane and a really long time ever since Call of Duty pulled that many numbers just on launch. And Apex Legends, it's a really popular game and very, very competitive and very unique to any other battle royale, and has a lot of potential to be really good, and it is really fun. I really actually enjoy playing it when I do, and especially back then when maybe I played a few other seasons, it was fun and it was very unique, and I did like the competitiveness because I didn't really feel any competition or as satisfying when winning something, maybe like in Fortnite or Call of Duty. Fortnite maybe in the old days, but not as much these days. In Apex Legends, it felt really rewarding to win the game because it was really competitive and pretty fun. But the state it's at right now, because of really the higher management, EA treating it terribly and not giving a shit on the quality of it and more just the quantity and getting as much money as they can from all the fucking events. Their change with the battle pass, that's just terrible. It's made the game absolutely awful to play, and it seems like they just can't handle this game, and they're really only going for the money, and that's really maybe what every other game does. Fortnite does it, Call of Duty does it, but at least with Fortnite, it's in some degree that they care about money, but at least they release things with quality as well at times. Sure, there may be times where they mess up and are pretty bad at times where they just fail miserably, but at least in some way they do care about their game and also listen to some feedback once in a while. Maybe not every time and maybe not everything, and maybe it's partly fault of the community, the Fortnite community, because of how terrible the community is, where they can't just stop bitching about everything. Sure, but it's not like they're all, scot-free and they can just get away with anything. They've done stupid shit before, and sure, they deserve to be called out for it. That's why the community tries to do at least something, give feedback, and make the game better and more enjoyable. With Call of Duty and Apex Legends, that doesn't exist. They don't listen to any feedback. They say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be working on this. Oh yeah, we're working on the cheat system." Never fucking works. It's actually dog shit. Especially Call of Duty saying that they're anti-cheat, they're ricochet cheat, saying that we've banned multiple people, over 100,000 players or something like that. Even though still has no effect at all, because hackers can still just easily get back to the game and just keep cheating in many games like multiplayer or Warzone. So I'm going to be talking about each game separately. So let's start with Call of Duty. Oh boy, there's a lot to talk about for this game, so let's get right into it. So BO6 released around October of last year, and like I said before, it did pretty good. It did really well, and it got around 140,000 players, if I recall. I'm not sure, maybe more. But it was a lot of players, definitely way more than any of the recent Call of Duties. At least maybe the Modern Warfare ones, mostly Modern Warfare 2, maybe Vanguard. I don't know, Vanguard was pretty terrible. Modern Warfare 3 is pretty bad as well. Campaign was dog shit. Zombies DMC, pretty bad as well. Maybe the only redeemable thing was multiplayer, but that's all people say. Multiplayer was good, but in my opinion, it's not worth to me at all to spend $70 just on Call of Duty alone to only be satisfied with one game mode. The campaign was so fucking terrible and so bad that it basically gave the reputation of Modern Warfare 3 a terrible look. It was fucking awful. And then Zombies DMZ is very, very fucking boring. It sucks ass. And it's very repetitive. I know it's kind of ironic for me to say that because Zombies is kind of repetitive, but at least in some way with past Call of Duties, like Zombies, maybe BO2, BO3, and even Cold War, at least in some way, it was actually fun to play, and it was the Zombies game mode. DMZ, and anytime it tries to go with Warzone and combine it with Zombies, is a terrible idea. It never goes well. That's why with BO6, it came back with round-based zombies. Round-based zombies is always better, and when I played BO6 Zombies primarily, because that's really all I played, I had a lot of fun. It was actually enjoyable. Sure, it was kind of boring and repetitive at times, but I still enjoyed it and was having fun grinding camos, even though I don't own the game since I was really only playing on the free weekend. Moving on from that, I'm going on a tangent. This game has a lot of potential. It really does, but EA, Activision is handling it horribly because of all the prices and everything. Many people have bought the Vault Edition, which is over like $110, and buying the game itself is $70, and also buying Black Cell is $30, and of course it's optional, the Battle Pass, another $10. You would think that at least in this game it would offer free items, free events, cool events that would give stuff for free. And yeah, in some events I've seen that they give you some free stuff, but it's not really anything amazing. And recently, everybody has been complaining a lot, especially I think in Ranked, where there has been a lot of cheating problems, and they have gone back to Activision, you know, complaining about everything. Please fix your game, and please fix all the problems with it as well. And what has happened? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, just like the past games. Everyone is begging Activision to do something and fix all these problems they had and have had for the past Call of Duty games. Nope, they're just going to do the same thing again and announce a new collaboration, the Squid Game event. Fucking amazing. It's amazing. It really is. Look at all these amazing rewards that you get, especially the premium edition. Look at how worth it is. Oh my god, please spend $10 on this. Seriously, if you bought this at all, if any of you bought the premium edition for the Squid Game event, I just want to say, you're only bringing this on yourself that they are not doing anything, because of you buying all this and buying expensive bundles and all these overpriced Black Cell things, it shows to you that you don't really care. You don't really care that you want this to change, because it's just adding fuel to the fire that they're not going to do anything. If they're making millions of dollars, even if they lose a lot of players, even if they make hundreds of millions of dollars, tens of millions, just on these players alone, it doesn't matter. They're not going to do anything. Why would they stop now if they still get more money from all these delusional players? So if you want change, stop buying all these overpriced bullshit items, stop supporting the game, or at least stop buying all these things, because there's better things to spend your money on. Please, buy anything else, at least for now, until they actually start realizing, holy shit, where's my money going? I might actually have to start fixing this game now. And also just shows to you that Activision is getting more lazy by the day. Ever since maybe Vanguard, it's been dog shit over dog shit over dog shit. Modern Warfare 3, dog shit. Modern Warfare 2, dog shit. Vanguard, dog shit. We've really been desperate to get a better game now. A better Call of Duty game, and something that's actually worth playing. And BO6 has that chance, but Activision is handling it terribly. All those players that they gained from launch are fucking gone. They're all gone. They disappeared and went to go play better games like Marvel Rivals, a game that's more polished and well done, a game that's competing with Overwatch. Well, let's be real here. Overwatch cannot compete with anything these days. It's fucking dog shit right now, and really shows that that game is completely dead right now. So no one cares about that game. So Marvel Rivals is now the new Overwatch 1. I'm just joking, but overall, Marvel Rivals is definitely doing way better, and especially with the new release of the Battle Pass, introducing 4 new characters in 1 month, while, I don't know, I guess Call of Duty announcing cool new license bundles for Squid Game again. Seriously, you can't reach another new low. Call of Duty cannot reach another new low now. It's insane. I feel like within the next few seasons, sure, they said that they're going to announce, or they're announcing Verdansk for Season 3, I think, of Warzone and BO6. But again, that's just like something with like Fortnite or Apex. They're really going for the nostalgia, and at least with Verdansk, Verdansk is actually the only good map that they've released for Warzone. The other maps that they have released for Warzone are terrible. They fucking suck balls and don't hit the same at all. They're absolutely terrible to play. So of course they're going for Verdansk, I guess, because they're seeing that, oh my god, we just lost all those players. Let's try to at least bring something back and bring back all those delusional players because, oh my god, Verdansk is back, guys. We're back. The OGs are back. I'm just joking. I mean, they can't really complain as well because Fortnite is doing the same thing. But at least with Fortnite, they're actually doing things with it and keeping it forever for people to enjoy the map itself and for people that just want to continue with newer maps like Chapter 6. I'm going off a tangent, but again, all of these problems not being fixed because Activision has reached a new level of greediness, in my opinion. It's insane because CDL, from what I've heard, and Ranked is so bad, and no one plays it anymore. And all those players that played, and especially the biggest content creators, are now playing Marvel Rivals. Nobody wants to play a game like BO6 now. And sure, there might still be a lot of players playing BO6 right now. It's still a good amount of players, over 80,000 maybe around there. But seriously, it's not a good look for Call of Duty, especially a new Call of Duty game these days, to have less than 100,000 players. Seriously. I think, if I recall, Apex Legends is doing terrible as well, but even right now, it still has way more players than Call of Duty. So, it's mind-boggling to me that BO6 is being treated so terribly, and it really doesn't deserve it. But it sucks so much that the people that are making it, or the higher ups, have to depend on the higher ups that don't give a shit about games and are only in it for the money and try to get as much money as they can from their delusional fan base. Oh boy, Apex Legends. It really saddens me that I have to make a section for Apex because I actually enjoy this game and I really do like it and know that it has a lot of potential with being an amazing game. And sure, it may not be as big as Fortnite and probably will never be, but I really think that the competitiveness and uniqueness of Apex Legends is really fun. But it's being it's being handled so poorly from, of course, another shitty development team, EA or whatever, upper management. Of course, it's being handled by the worst people ever as well. People that are just only caring about the money. And it really shows as well. It genuinely shows so easily that they're only in it for the money. I feel like maybe weekly, monthly, every fucking time, they're always adding some bullshit event where it's just genuine lazy events where it's just reskinning things after reskinning things and reskinning heirlooms, reskinning skins, reskin after reskin after reskin after reskin after reskin after reskin after reskin. It's the same thing over and over and over and over and over. But all they're doing is just doing reskins and overpricing bullshit. And meanwhile, there are so many problems with this game, especially with matchmaking. Matchmaking is definitely the worst fucking thing than any other game right now. I feel like Fortnite, Call of Duty, any other game with the matchmaking is like 100 times better than Apex Legends. I'm sorry, I'm getting so frustrated right now. And what I mean by this is, anytime I play Apex Legends, off the bat, many times I could get just one teammate when I'm playing public. I could get one teammate, and then because of that, I'm just against a bunch of other trios or something. So already at a terrible start, and anytime I do get teammates, maybe 9 out of 10 of the time, it's always terrible players. I'm always a terrible player as well. I'm not a really great player in my own opinion. I don't think I'm the best player of all time. I'm not an amazing player. But every time, I know at least how to play the game and how to get kills. Every time, all the players I get are always absolutely terrible, don't know how to play the game, or either blame their teammates or rush into things. And then if they die, they leave the game, don't give their teammates any chance to maybe get them back, and then complain, oh my god, my teammates are fucking dog shit. Sure, I'm not the one to blame. I may have just rushed into a horde of people that were just killing each other. No, it wasn't my fault. It was their fault. It's always their fault. It's never my fault. And it's just selfish people like that. And it annoys me so much that I get paired with terrible teammates, and either that or apparently good teammates that are like, I don't know, masters or, I don't know, platinum or diamond players. I get paired with people like that, but they're absolutely dog shit at the game. It's amazing. And I don't consider myself an amazing player, but somehow I get into games where I'm going against Apex Predator champions. Seriously? I am not an amazing player. Why am I going against these types of players? I want to go against people that are my type of ranked players or something like that. People that have the same skill set as me, not people that are insane at this game and just know every single move and know how to tap strip or something like that and have way more advantages than me myself. It's so annoying, and at the same time, when I'm playing this game, I just have teammates that are just clueless. They're clueless. They have no idea what they're doing and don't know how to help each other out. Don't know how to actually care. Don't know actually how to communicate and where to call out people. They don't know what they're doing. Meanwhile, I'm fighting against fucking gods. I'm fighting against like 20,000 It's Timmys by myself. It's so annoying. And don't get me wrong as well. Apex Legends is not also they still have their own fair share of cheaters as well. It's plagued with cheaters as well, especially with ranked. It's so pathetic how people still cheat in every single fucking game because they're just terrible at games and don't know how to play the game. Somehow they're even worse than if they just don't know how to play the game and don't cheat. If you don't cheat at all and you're just a bad player, I have more respect for you than literal fucking players that just cheat. If you cheat, I have more respect for fucking dog shit outside of my front yard. I have more respect for that than actual cheaters that cheat in this game and any other game. Because if anyone cheats, you're just a pathetic person that just has no idea how to actually improve in games and have to rely on cheats because you can never better yourself. That's how pathetic you are as a person. And you really shouldn't exist in life. You should kill. Of course, that's not the only problem with Apex Legends. Many things like trying to balance out characters is also a massive failure on Apex Legends because they've tried to buff or nerf characters that have never really done well, especially with someone like Crypto. Crypto was good around 2 seasons ago, and what he did with this buff is anytime he was using his drone, he was invisible, which is kind of cool to have and very good for, I don't know, being tactical, strategizing with your teammates. But I guess what people did is just like camp out, be a rat, and just stay alive for later rounds just to get enough points to be higher up in ranks, which is also another sad thing to do. Just seriously play the game and be a man and go fight people. But of course, people complained about this and they nerfed him to the ground. No one uses Crypto anymore. He is now the third least used character in Apex, which is so sad because for the longest, no one ever used him for so many seasons. No one ever used him because there was no point of using him. He wasn't good, and there were many other characters just used that helped you out as a team or just by yourself. So it really hurt me when they nerfed Crypto and no one ever used him anymore. And he didn't deserve that, and many other characters don't deserve that, especially with characters that were buffed and then nerfed. It's not healthy to just try to sort of buff someone because he's not used and then suddenly nerf him to the ground again where no one uses him anymore. So it's important to try to at least balance out characters where it's still a healthy amount of players playing the game or playing the person itself, the legend. And other things like the weapons, one example is the Mozambiques, where they were super insane to use. Anytime you would see anyone play ranked, I think around 2 seasons ago, every time everyone was always running the Mozambiques. In this game you can see I'm running the dual wield Mozambiques because they were insane to use every time. And who wouldn't use them? It's a broken weapon, so of course you're going to use them. It's an easy way to rank up. And as long as someone is really good with it, you know how to use the weapon, you will be shredding people. And they will be going back to lobbies and going back to just waiting. And I don't know, like seriously, they suck at balancing things out. And when they nerfed the Mozambiques, I'm not sure if they're good anymore. They might be good, but just not as good as before, at least in some way. That's why it's important to balance out characters. They should always be balanced and at least fair in their own way. They shouldn't be like completely nerfed to the ground, and they shouldn't just be broken and buffed, because then no one likes playing the game. Because of all the problems like matchmaking, cheaters, just overall many problems that just need to be fixed overall, and EA just not giving a shit and not allowing Respawn to fix the game itself, or at least let them use their ideas to make the game better. Because of all of that and all the problems, many players are leaving the game. And it might not be a lot of players. It might still seem like 97,000 players or like around 140,000 players is a lot. But Apex has had a lot more daily. If I recall, maybe like 400,000 players, 300,000 is around the time when it had a lot of players consistently, but now it's gone like a new low of 97,000 players and maybe like 146,000 peak players in the next 24 hours for Steam at least. So it has really gone really bad for Apex Legends, and because of that, many content creators, or at least YouTubers, have really left Apex Legends. Many people that were competitive had just left the game. Someone that I watched, his Watson has also decided to quit Apex Legends, and he made a really well made video of Apex Legends and its problems. So I would really, really recommend watching the video that he made of Apex Legends, of him quitting, because he really did provide a lot of good details and important things in his video. So I would really recommend you watching that video if you want a more detailed thing about the problems of Apex, because he definitely words it way more better than me, because he's definitely more qualified to talk about this because he's previously a ranked player and really competitive, and he's a really good Apex Legends player. So I would really recommend you watching his videos instead of mine if you want a more in-depth idea of what the problems are in Apex Legends. So why did I make this video? I felt like I needed to make this video because I really wanted to say all of this, and it really annoys me so much that two games that I really enjoyed playing, Call of Duty, because of course of all the Call of Duty games they have released, BO6, BO3, BO2, BO1, all of the Call of Duty games besides, I don't know, like Vanguard, Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, the new ones at least, those are pretty dog shit. At least they were fun, and I'm just really hoping that with Call of Duty games they at least are fun as before. And it really seems like BO6 has potential. It really does have potential to be a really good game, and has a lot of potential to just be better than the previous games overall. And it is sort of better than the previous games overall, but the upper management are just really making it worse and worse every day. And because of that, the player count is just getting worse and worse for PlayStation, for Xbox, for Steam players. It's just getting worse by the day. And because of that, they'll eventually just have another mediocre Call of Duty game that no one cares about anymore. And Apex Legends will probably have the same fate as well. Another game that just EA just wants to get as much money as they can from this game, and then no one cares about it anymore because the developing team behind it only cares about the money and don't care about the quality of the game, because they don't know that the potential of this game is a lot. There's a lot of potential for this game because of its uniqueness, because of the weapons, because of the map, because of the characters, because of everything. I think this game can be fun, but they just don't care. That's why I know that eventually they'll realize that, damn, we really took all these games for granted. No one cares about these games anymore. Maybe not like that in some degree. Maybe it's probably not going to be as bad as that, where no one cares about it anymore. There's probably always going to be a loyal fan base on the games. But it really saddens me, and it really shows to you how no other games can compete like a game like Fortnite. No other games. At least with Fortnite, they try different things every season. Every season, they're always doing different things. Every chapter, they're doing different things. Chapter 5, it was pretty unique because of the modded attachments, modded weapons, sort of a more realistic map. It's sort of unique in its own way, and of course, some people enjoyed it. And then Chapter 6, going with the sort of, ninja or whatever phase or something, it's really cool, and it really shows to you how difference can be really good and difference can be really bad as well sometimes. And sometimes it could be at fault from the developing team, or sometimes it could just be the community being really dramatic. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this rant, and I just really wanted to make this video because I love these two games. I really do, and I know that it has a lot of potential for these games to be actually good. But the teams behind it just don't know how to make it good. They just don't know, and they don't really care at all. They really don't care if it's good or not. They just hope that they get as much money as they can from whatever way they can, and it's very, very annoying. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.